All right, what's going on, everyone out there on YouTube? NES Ruler, and I figured today we would come and take a look at my Laserdisc collection. It's been a while since I've done a Laserdisc, collection video. It's actually been quite a few years, so I figured we'd come and do a collection video, show you everything that I have. These are just all the good films that I consider films that are worthy of the collection. What I used to do was I used to go and buy grab bags at flea markets, boxes full of Laserdiscs. I had no idea what was in there. And I would just take all the good ones out, and I still have all the other ones downstairs in the basement. But these are everything that I consider worthy to be in the collection. Now, I know some of you are probably asking about my DVD shelf update videos, and I kind of got behind on them, and now they're irrelevant because my shelves have moved. But if you guys watch my DVD and Blu-ray updates, you could see everything that is on my shelf by shelf video. I think this is the best way to shoot this video, so let's get started. First, we have The Brood. This is a Cronenberg film, absolute classic film. Not the most interesting artwork, but I'm gonna try my best to get everything on here. It's kind of hard that I have to sit on the side, but I'm going to try and get it the best that I can. I have a piece of tape, but The Brood, Cronenberg, not the most interesting artwork in the world, but it's still a really, really cool film to have in the collection. You're going to notice that Image released a lot of these films, so yeah, so that's The Brood, David Cronenberg. Next we have, I'm going to line this up right, Carnival of Souls. This is a classic film from 1962. Once again, released by Image. This is public domain, so you can get this quite easily, but it's still really a cool addition to have. And I know that Criterion is releasing this soon, so that is cool. But Carnival of Souls, 1962. So yeah, that is Carnivals of Souls. Next we have Gorgo, actually released by VCI, which is interesting. They released the Blu-ray and they still hold the rights to this film, but it's funny that VCI released Laserdisc. This is the only VCI film that I think I have in the collection. But Gorgo, once again, distributed by Image. Really interesting cover art. I wish it was full and didn't have this Laserdisc stuff on the side, but still cool. The artwork on the back, the images are blurry and uninteresting, but it's still a cool release to have. And I grabbed this for dirt cheap for like $1 or $2. All of these I grabbed for like $1 or $2 at the most. Next we have Psycho 4. At the time, this was the only way to get this film, this and VHS, or you had to get the multi-pack, but this film did not have an individual release, at least here in the States in Region 1, until coming up recently with Scream Factory releasing this film finally. Yeah, Psycho 4, really, really fun film, fun series overall, so happy to have this in the collection. Universal. Next we have Raising Cain. This is the De Palma film. I'm pretty sure, I've never seen this movie before, but this is coming out soon from Scream Factory, and so yeah, a lot of these Universal films look the same with these, when they're letterbox of these with the widescreen bars at the top. It's kind of an uninteresting artwork, but it is what it is. So yeah, Raising Cain by Universal, De Palma. You know what you're going to get. Next we have Jacob's Ladder. Once again, Image. A film that I've never seen before, but I've heard good things. I came across it for cheap at Half Price Books, so I grabbed it. Yeah, Jacob's Ladder. Some interesting artwork. It's not really that interesting. Next we have probably my favorite rock album of all time, Tommy by The Who. This is the film adaptation that came out. It's just an amazing film, amazing album. The storytelling and even the musical, numbers are just amazing. And this is a really, really beautiful, beautiful copy of this. So that's why I have it in the sleeve. It's practically brand new. It looks really, really nice. So I kind of don't want to damage it. So There we have Tommy. Got some Elton John. This is a classic, classic musical, and yeah, Tommy. Next we have Ed Wood, one of my favorite films of all time for sure, directed by Tim Burton. Just an amazing story about Ed Wood, and it's just absolutely hilarious. We've got Johnny Depp and, of course, Martin Landau as Bela Lugosi, and he's just absolutely hilarious in this film. He won the Oscar, of course, and it's just a really, really fantastic film. I'm happy to have this. The artwork is great. As you can see, it's widescreen, but they only put it at the top. It's not like the stupid Universal films where it's pretty much the whole artwork. But Ed Wood, amazing, amazing film. Next we have The Addiction. This film is not available on DVD in Region 1. I'm not sure if you can get it in Region B, but this is just a really, really great vampire film from the director of Bad Lieutenant and Invasion of the Body Snatchers remake. Just a really, really great vampire film that I highly, highly recommend if you guys come across it on VHS. I'm pretty sure it has VHS or this Laserdisc, and you have a Laserdisc player to check it out. It's just a really, really great film, and it's a really, really fantastic film that should get a release sooner or later, I hope. Screen Factory, you should pick this up. It's a good film. So that is The Addiction. Next we have Used Cars, probably the best comedy ever made in my opinion. Robert Zemeckis, of course, who did Back to the Future, and Kurt Russell. Just a really, really hilarious film about a used car salesman and his brother competing. It's just hilarious. Highly, highly recommend you guys pick it up if you guys get a chance. You could get this on DVD, and you can get it on Blu-ray from Screen Archives, or you could. It's probably out of print by now, but just a hilarious film. The Fuchs Brothers. F-U-C-H. Just hilarious film. Highly recommend it. Next we have Poltergeist 2. I love this sequel. I love all the sequels. I think it's a fun franchise, if you want to call it that, or a trilogy. A lot of these MGM films have this logo, great logo on the top, especially when they were recording an extended play, but it's unfortunate, but this black is really, really nice. If I ever meet anybody, to get them to sign it, it would frame really, really well. But Poltergeist 2. Next we have Clockwork Orange, classic Kubrick. A lot of these Warner Brother films, you'll see as time goes on, has these green barriers around it. A lot of the VHSs have this same kind of artwork also. It's really not that interesting to me, unfortunately, but it is what it is. It's a classic film. I have to have it in the collection. It's amazing, amazing film. One of my favorite Kubricks, for sure. Next we have The Thing, John Carpenter, of course, once again, with this letterbox from Universal. Just an amazing film. Screen Factories, of course, is releasing this coming up in a really, really nice special edition, but just a great movie. Great edition. The back doesn't have those bars. It's really nice artwork on the back, and yeah. The Thing. Next we have Matinee. This is a Joe Dante film that I know Arrow just announced that they're releasing it on Blu-ray in the UK. I highly, highly recommend it. It's about Lawrence Woolley. He was a film producer back in the 50s, releasing all these B sci-fi films, and he would do stuff with the audiences that we all know, having the monster come out in the theater and things like that. John Goodman does a really great job in this film. It's a highly recommended film to get. This one comes with the mat in it, but just a really, really great film. Really fun film about the 50s. Very similar to Ed Wood. It has that kind of vibe to it. Matinee, released by Universal. Next we have Psycho. I know a lot of these Alfred Hitchcock films, when they were released on Laserdisc, they have this similar outline on the cover work with Alfred Hitchcock's shadow. I know a lot of them were released this way. This is the only one I have, I'm pretty sure, of Hitchcock's films on Laserdisc, but it's one that you have to have. There's the back. Very simple, but fantastic film. So, Psycho. Next we have Pulp Fiction, and this one, I'm going to try my best to get this in frame. I apologize if it's not, but I'm just going to go like this so you can see the whole thing. Gatefold. As you guys know, Tarantino loved Laserdisc, so it's no wonder why there's a nice edition of this movie. Criterion also released this on a nice 3-disc special edition box set. I had that, but my friend is really into Criterion films, so I just gave it to him just because I was being nice. And this edition's fine for me, so Pulp Fiction, Tarantino, classic. Next we have the 3 Back to the Future films. Here's the first film, and these films recently have got kind of hard to find, a little bit expensive. You're going to probably pay about $50 for the set. Maybe a little less, but they've gotten way expensive, and these are beautiful shape, practically brand new. So similar artwork to the VHSs that everybody knows, but yeah. Back to the Future 1. We got Back to the Future 2. My favorite one out of the 3, but I love all 3 of them. Mainly because Back to the Future 2 has a scene where you see Laserdisc in the background. So, Back to the Future 2. And finally, Back to the Future 3. So, yeah, the 3 Back to the Future films on Laserdisc. So, happy to have those. You know, they're the ones that you need to have in the collection. Next, we have My Bloody Valentine. This one's in rough shape. Really rough shape. The spine's all fucked up and has this tear on the bottom, but it's a pretty hard disc to find. You're not going to find it for a cheap price unless you find it in the wild somewhere used, but on eBay it's pretty hard to find. So I found this at Half Price Books like 5 years ago for like $2, so you know, of course I was going to buy it. So even though the artwork is fucked up, the disc is fine, it's in good shape, just has a little bit of tearing on the label, but it's one that I wasn't going to pass up. It's just classic horror film. My Bloody Valentine. Next we have some more films that are kind of difficult to find. We have Critters. Yeah, love the artwork on this one. And then we have the harder to find sequel, Critters 2. And this one's the harder one to find out of the 2. I'm pretty sure you can get the other sequels, and those are kind of hard to find also, but I just have the first 2 here. Got these on an eBay lot for like $6 back in the day for dirt cheap. So, you know, always pay attention to those eBay auctions because you never know what you're going to get. Next we have The Fearless Vampire Killers, a Roman Polanski film. It's kind of like a silent horror comedy film. Once again, it opens up. I'm going to try my best to get this in frame. I apologize once again. It's kind of hard with these gatefolds. This is the best way I figured to shoot the video so you guys could see the artwork and everything like it. So, yeah. So The Fearless Vampire Killers. Or pardon me, but your teeth are in my neck. That's the sub title. Let's go through these 2, and then we'll call it a cut, and we'll come back, and we'll continue. We have Gremlins. Just awesome artwork on this one. I'm very happy it's the entire disc. It looks really fantastic. with the gremlin right there. It says amazing artwork on this one. I love it. Really, really nice. On the back, we go to a extended play. If you guys remember, I don't think I've showed it yet. No, but a lot of these for Warner Brothers films have these gray banners on the side, and it cuts off the artwork with saying it's an extended play. I'll show you in a little bit with some more examples, but this one luckily has the full cover art on there. And we have Gremlins 2. Once again, fantastic cover art with Gizmo down there and the Gremlin sitting on the chair. Just classic artwork. And classic artwork again on the back with the Gremlin and Gizmo. Just amazing. Love the yellow. It's really, really great. So that is Gremlins 2. So hope you guys have been enjoying this so far. It's just a really, really great thing to collect. I absolutely love them. It's my favorite thing to collect in the collection. It's just fun to find them and the artwork and everything about them. I just love Laserdiscs so much. So to be able to come talk about them to you guys, really, really cool. I know I shot a video like way back when I was like fucking 16 when I started this channel showing off my collection, but it's grown quite a bit. So thanks everybody again for watching. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. As always, you can follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/nesruler22. I'll talk to you in a little bit with part 2 of the collection. Talk to you guys in a bit.